let's open up this discussion. Joining me on the telecast is Ambassador Suresh Goel. Ambassador, in the backdrop of Prime Minister Modi traveling to United Kingdom and signing that all-important free trade agreement with United Kingdom, we also discuss the number of comprehensive strategic partnership deals, a number of preferential trade agreements, a number of free trade agreements that India has signed with a number of countries, whether it is the ASEAN nations in the subcontinent, with the South American countries, United Kingdom, European Union. Are we inching closer towards building a comprehensive, more cooperative environment with other world leaders in a bid to further develop our economy? And are we moving fast enough in doing so?
Megha, I think your question has so many things in that one sentence that I really do not know where to begin and what to say and what to address here. First of all, you talked about comprehensive partnership, it's a strategic partnership. You talked about economic agreements, EFTA, etc. You talked about investment agreements, bilateral investment agreements, trade agreements. Now, these are all very, very different agreements. All of them are very different. A strategic partnership agreement does not have, I mean, I'm not saying that it does not always have, but it is not really addressing the economic issues. They mostly address the strategic political issues, cooperation in terms of security, etc., etc. A free trade agreement that we are talking about really here and for which Prime Minister Modi is in London, a free trade agreement is basically to talk about promoting trade on the basis of offering, and it's not free really. Free is a misnomer. It's a trade agreement between two countries or two blocs, essentially offering bilateral trade concessions, reduced tariffs or no tariffs on certain lines, depending upon where your interests are. And they are therefore not free in terms of the tariffs, but they are not even free in terms of what they actually achieve. For example, in the case of India and the UK, the agricultural trade has been and remains really the major issue of contention. Both UK and India have to protect their agricultural sector. For India, it is food security. For UK, it is their liquor industry. Johnny Walker Black Label, which is consumed so much in India that Scotland doesn't even produce that quantities. So everybody has different objectives. Auto sector. Therefore, when we talk about the trade agreement, it is in terms of identification of those lines by the governments, mostly in this case, and hopefully the lines on which the trade bodies, the chambers of commerce, the industry agrees. And very often there is a gap between what the industry wants and what the government is able to get them really. So in this case also India and UK, I'm afraid I do not think that the trade agreement that we are signing is really a free trade agreement, that it is offering tariffs at the kind of a thing that suits our industry. But we are signing the trade agreement because there are several politically persuasive points, leverages, which are working. And we do hope that by signing this trade agreement with the UK, we will be able to convey a message to both the European Union and the USA that if we want a trade agreement, we want it to be balanced, we want it to be in our interest, and we want it to be basically benefit both the sides. Hopefully, that will take pressure off our backs in both the areas. I know that I have not been specific enough, but there is nothing specific that we can talk about in these cases. The lines are known to the industry, they will work on those things. I'll give you an example of India-ASEAN free trade agreement that we signed. That agreement became a resource, became a conduit for China to dump its goods into India through ASEAN. Now, if that is what we want, at the same time, the issue is our own trade, our own industry. Are they competitive enough? Our labor sector is so highly biased that the cost of production because of the labor sector is not in our favor. So what do we do? I am bringing in all these issues, Megha, because what I want to say is uh, even the trade specialists scratch their heads when they talk about these kind of FTAs behind closed doors. They do not know what to say, what to work on. And therefore, to debate India-UK free trade agreement becomes even more complex as far as I'm concerned. Megha.
Right. All right. Those are